Hello. Well, hi everyone. I'm going to read The Picture of Dorian Gray. I'm making this I'm gonna put some background noise with the rain. Can you hear me? I think you cannot hear me. Hello. Hi. Estoy en live en YouTube. ¿Sí se escucha? Hola. Ahí puedo. Hola. Ok. Voy a comenzar a leer. Si se escucha, comita. Ay, perdón. Hola. Creo que los voy a cambiar de lugar. A ver. Ay, me costó mucho trabajo poner este. Qué machina. Hello. Okay, chapter 5. The next morning, Lord Henry went to visit his aunt, Lady Agatha. She was surprised to see him. I thought you fashionable young men got up until the afternoon, she said. Ah, but my dear aunt, I need some information, you see, replied Lord Henry. I met Dorian Gray yesterday, and I'd like to know more about him. Oh, he's Lord Eccles's grandson, said Lady Agatha. His mother was Lady Margaret de Vereux, a very beautiful young woman. She ran away from home to marry a poor soldier. He was killed a few months later, and she died soon after her son was born. She was a lovely woman. Dorian Gray has her beauty, and he will, I understand. I understand. Oh my gosh. Wait. I understand. His father's money. He is agreed Lord Henry. Extraordinarily good-looking. Come to lunch, invited his aunt. Dorian Gray will be here. You can meet him again. I'd love to come, smiled Lord Henry. As he left, Lord Henry thought about his sad story. He became more interested than ever in this beautiful young man, Dorian Gray. He remembered him the night before, when Dorian had watched him with his bright self, thought Lord Henry, with a smile. But I can reach him. Yes. I can influence him in any way, please. I will teach him to discover the fire of youth and love and life. I'm reading the portrait of Dorian Gray, and I am relaxing you, I hope. Thank you. Gracias. Okay. The conversation among the fashionable people at Lady Agatha's lunch was quick and clever. Lord Henry talked in his lazy, amusing way, and knew that Dorian Gray was watching and listening. After a while, the conversation turned to a friend's plans to marry an American girl. Why can't these American women stay in their own country? They are always telling us that it's a paradise for women, said Lord Burton. It is, said Lord Henry. That's the reason why they are so happy to escape from it. They say, laughed the man next to Lady Agatha, that when good Americans die, they go to Paris. Really? And where do Americans go to when they die? Asked Leda. Hello. And this is a picture from the book. They go to the Americas, said Lord Henry. People smiled, and the conversation moved on to other things. Lord Henry took ideas and played with them. He gave them wings, and they flew like brightly colored birds around the room. People laughed and smiled, and told him that he should be more serious. Dorian Gray never took his eyes away from Lord Henry. After lunch, Lord Henry said that he was going to the park, and as he left the room, Dorian Gray touched his arm. Matthew, he asked, but I thought you'd promised to go and see Basil Hallward. Lord Henry replied, yes, but I'd prefer to come with you. Please let me. I want to listen to you talking. Nobody speaks well as you do. I've talked enough for today. Lord Henry smiled, but you may come with me if you want to. Chapter 6. The young man in love. Love is more wandering than art. One afternoon, and later, Dorian Gray visited Lord Henry. Dorian was excited and his eyes were shining. Harry, he began, I'm discovering life. I'm doing everything that you told me to do. I'm in love. Who are you in love with? Asked Lord Henry, calmly. With an actress. Everybody's in love with an actress at some time in their lives, said Henry. No, Harry, the She's wonderful. Her name's Sibyl, and she'll be a famous actress. She really is extraordinarily clever. Mr. Dearboy, said Lord Henry, in his lazy voice, no woman is extraordinarily clever. Women have nothing to say, but they say it beautiful. There are only 5 women in London who can give you real conversation. But tell me about your wonderful act. How long have you known her? Harry will tell you all about her, but you must promise not to laugh. Harry, I'll tell you all about her. Larry listened and smiled. Dorian had discovered an old theatre in a poor street in London. He had gone in to look for adventure, but had found love. Told Lord Henry. The play had been Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Romeo was a fat man with a terrible voice, but Juliet, she was about 17, with dark brown hair and a face like a flower. She was the loveliest girl that I'd ever in my life, and her voice was like music. I love her, Harry. She's everything to me. Every night I got to see her in different places, and she's always full. That's the reason, I suppose, why you never have dinner with me now, said Lord Henry. But Harry, you and I see each other every day. We always have lunch together, said Dorian in surprise. I have to go. I have to go and see Sibyl in the theater every night. You and Basil must come with me to see her. Then you can see yourself how wonderful she is. Come tomorrow. Very well, dear Dorian. We'll come and watch your Juliet. But you'll be in love many times, you know. This is all beginning. After Dorian had gone, Lord smiled to himself. How amusing it was to watch this young man, he thought. He was very different now from the frat boy in Basil Hallward's house. He was putting like a flower in the sun and was learning to enjoy every pleasure in life. And it is, I thought, Lord Henry, who have taught him how to do this. When Lord Henry returned home that night, there was a letter for him lying on the table. It told him that Dorian Gray was going to marry Sibyl. Thank you, Neil. Okay, that were chapters 5 and 6. And the next video I will upload chapters 7 and 8. Okay, I hope you have a really good it was a short video, but yeah, I want to record it with a better quality. Okay, give me just a little sec. Despuésito fue un live cortito aquí. Si quieren checar, estoy en live en YouTube. Vayan a mi perfil y ahí está. Gracias por estar aquí y por sus taps. Okay, I just finished live in TikTok. And I don't know if you want. Les dije que adiós en TikTok nada más. Aquí ya creo que lo voy Perdón, se escuchó eso. Hello, Benjamin. I just finished the reading and I'm going to record with a better quality the next chapters. How are you? Hola, ¿cómo están? Voy a quitar tantito la lluvia, esperen. Bueno, el sonido. ¿Quién anda por aquí? Hello. Do you want me to read the next chapter? Because I have, thank you for the likes. Well, I can read them and then upload another. Okay, I'll keep going. Chapter 7. Mother, mother, I'm so happy. Great. And you must be happy too. Mr. Payne put her white hands on her daughter's head. I'm only happy when I see you in the theater, she said. And we are poor. We need the money. Don't forget that. What do we know about this young man? You don't know his real name or anything about him. You know, but I call him Prince Charming. He's everything to me. I love him, and he loves me. Oh, mother, be happy. They're too young to think of love, said her mother. She looked at her daughter's lovely face and tried to her for the dangers of love. But the girl did not listen. She was locked in her prison of love. ASMR. At that moment, the girl brothers entered the room. He was a heavy, dark young man, but at all like his sister. I've heard about a gentleman who visits you every night and at the theater, he said to his sister. Who is he? What does... Oh, sorry. It was a shadow. Pasó una sombra. Ay, no, qué miedo. Who is he? Does he want? Oh, James, don't be angry with me today, cried Sibyl. You're leaving for Australia tomorrow, and today is your last day. Come for a walk with me in the park. Go and get ready. She danced out of the room, and her mother and brother could hear her singing as she appears. James Payne turned to his sister. My new life as a sailor will keep me away from England for many years, he said, but I don't like to live alone. Sibyl has me, her mother, you know, said Mr. Payne quietly. Oh, Jane, don't be angry with me today, cried Sibyl Payne. And this is Sibyl. And this is James. Then take care of her, James Payne gave his mother a long, hard look. If that man hurts my son, I'll find him and kill him like a dog. Chapter 8. As they waited for Dorian Gray the next night, Lord Henry and Basil Hallward discussed Sibyl Payne. But had been happy and the news of Dorian's marriage plans. An actress, he said, he had cried. But Dorian is a gentleman, the grandson of Lord Kelso. He can't marry an actress. Why not? Lord Henry had said He'll love her wildly for 6 months, and then suddenly he'll be in love with another woman. It will be very amusing to watch. But when Dorian arrived and told the story of this love, Basil became a little happier. You're right, he told Dorian. The woman that you love must be wonderful. I can see already that she has changed you. Yes, said Dorian happily. Yes, Sibyl has changed me. From this moment, I shall be good. I'll never listen again here to your dangerous ideas about life and pleasure. Lord Henry smiled. He said, we are happy. We are always good. But we are good. We are not always happy. Okay. Basil Hallward shook at this, but Dorian laughed. You cut life to pieces with your clever words, Harry. The theater was everyone became silent. She was one of the most beautiful girls that Lord Henry had ever seen. Lovely, lovely, he said softly. But although Sibyl looked beautiful, her voice sounded unnatural. She spoke Juliet's words, but there was no feeling in them. Her voice was loud, but it took away all the life from the words. People theater began talking loudly, and after half an hour, Lord Henry stood up and put on his coat. Give me a moment. I think it sounds better like this. She is very beautiful, Dorian, but she's not an actress. He said, let's go. I think that Miss Vane must be ill, added Basil. We'll come another night. Dorian did not look at them. Dorian did not look at them. Sorry, I get lost. Go away. I want to be alone, he said miserably. And his friends left. He hid his face with his hands. When the play came to its painful end, Dorian went to see Sibyl. I wasn't a very good Juliet tonight, she said, and looked at him, loving her eyes. You're terrible, said Dorian coldly. My friends were bored. I was bored, I suppose. You were ill. She said not to seem to hear him. Dorian, she cried, before I knew you, the theater was my only life. I thought that it was all me. I knew tonight, I think, but shadows. And I thought that they were real. But you taught me the difference between art and life. How can I pretend to be Juliet, to feel Juliet's love, when I know what truly is? Dorian turned his face away from her. But I loved you for your art, because you were a beautiful actress, he said. His voice was hard. You have given my love without your art. You are nothing. I never want to see you again. Sibyl's face was white with fear. You're not serious, are you, Dorian? She said. She touched his arm with her small, gentle hand. Don't touch me, he shouted angrily. He pushed her away, and she to the floor and lay there like a broken bird. Dorian, please, don't leave me, she cried. I love you better than anything in the world. Don't leave me. no better thing in the world than leave me, Dorian. Here is the girl in the floor. On the floor. Dorian Gray looked down at her with his beautiful eyes. There was no love of gentleness in his face. I'm going, he said at last. I don't wish to be unkind, but I don't want to see you again. Without another word, he left her. All night, he walked through the streets of London. When morning came, he went home. When he entered his house, he saw the portrait of himself that Basil Hallward had painted. There was something different about it, he thought. The face had changed. There was something kind and cruel about it, the mouth. It was very strange. He picked up a mirror and looked at his own face, and then looked again at the face in the portrait. Yes, it was different. What did this change mean? Suddenly, he remembered his wish in Basil Hallward's house. His wish that he could stay young, but the picture could grow old. The idea was impossible, of course, but why did he face in the picture that cruel? Why did the face in the picture have that cruel, unkind mouth? Cruel. Had he been cruel to Sibyl Vane? He remembered. He remembered her white, unhappy face as she lay at his feet. But she had brought him too. No, Sibyl Vane was nothing to him now. But the picture watched him. With its beautiful face and its cruel smile, it had taught him to love his own beauty. Would it also teach him to hate his heart, his own soul? No, he would go back to Sibyl Vane. He would marry her, try to love her again. Poor child, how cruel he had been to her. They will be happy together. He covered the picture and quickly left the room. Okay, I will leave the lecture there, and I will upload the chapters 9 and 10 with a better quality in my video scenario. Hola a todos, voy a terminar la lectura, espero se hayan relajado. No sé si fue buena idea lo de la lluvia, la verdad. Pero bueno, ahí la iba a quitar aquí así. Ay, pero progresivamente. Bueno, espero se hayan relajado. I hope you have relaxed, and I hope you have a really beautiful dreams. Me to read with soft spoken the chapters that I already read. Tell me in the comments down below, please. And don't forget to like my videos, subscribe, and also follow me on media. I do lives on TikTok, but for writing, I write your name on, and I use sand or paper and water. It's really crazy to do that, but I wrote your names, and especially I make you like a special design when you send me gifts. Okay, so I hope you like it. Have a nice night. Tengan una muy bonita noche. Y pues esto fue en inglés. Voy a buscar